The distress call from Kepler 442b was barely audible, degraded by distance and desperation. This is the Yuthi refugee convoy. 20 million civilians, pursued by harvester death squads. Our children are dying. Anyone, please. The Galactic Council's response was swift and predictable, regrettably outside our jurisdiction. But the message reached somewhere else. Somewhere worse. Thanatos Station, humanity's prison colony on a rogue planet between galaxies, where Earth sent its unredeemables. Va criminals, psychopaths, the violently insane. People so dangerous that even death row wasn't enough. They needed to be exiled from the species itself. Warden Catherine Vale read the transcript, then made a decision that would haunt history. She opened the general communication channel to all 40,000 inmates. Listen up, monsters. 20 million civilians, including children, are being hunted for sport. The galaxy won't help, but I'm offering you something you'll never get again, a choice. Volunteer for this rescue, and you die free, fighting for something good. Stay here and rot forever. The response was immediate. Every single prisoner volunteered, not for redemption, not for freedom, but because someone had given predators permission to hunt. The fleet that launched from Thanatos wasn't military. It was a collection of stolen ships, prison transports, and vessels held together by rage and improvisation. Murderers flew alongside terrorists. Cannibals worked with torturers. The worst humanity had ever produced, united by one thought. The harvesters were hunting children, and nobody hunted children while humanity's monsters still breathed. Admiral Corthex of the harvesters laughed when a ragged fleet appeared. Prison scum and rust buckets? This will be entertainment. The first harvester ship died in 17 seconds. Not destroyed, disassembled. The crew was still alive as their vessel came apart around them, leaving them floating in vacuum, watching their oxygen leak away. The prisoner responsible, Marcus the Sculptor Hayes, broadcast from his jury-rigged fighter. I spent 30 years perfecting the art of keeping people alive while taking them apart. Your turn. The battle wasn't a battle. It was 40,000 individual horror stories. Sarah Smiles Chun, who'd burned 3 colonies, turned harvester shields into microwave ovens, cooking crews alive inside their own protection. I recognized bullies. She laughed over calms. I was one, but even I never touched kids. Michael Poet Williams, whose war crimes were so classified they had no name, hacked harvester navigation systems to fly into their own crossfire while broadcasting their crews' dying screams to their homeworld. You want to traumatize children? Let your own children hear what happens to child hunters. The harvester fleet tried to retreat. The prisoners followed, not as a fleet, but as a swarm of individual nightmares, each pursuing their own vision of justice. The mercy was worse than the killing. Prisoners who'd specialized in psychological warfare broke harvester minds without touching their bodies. Command ships received continuous broadcasts of their own worst fears, extracted from neural scans and amplified. Entire crews went catatonic from horror. Within 3 hours, the most feared military force in the sector was begging for death. Please, Admiral Corthex sobbed. We surrender. Take us prisoner. Prisoner. The voice belonged to Thomas Reed, serving 11 life sentences for crimes that made hardened soldiers vomit. You think we came here to arrest you? We're not police. We're not soldiers. We're the things humanity locks away. And you threatened children. The Yuthi refugees watched in horrified fascination as their pursuers were torn apart by something worse than any military. Humanity's discarded monsters, unleashed with purpose. When the last harvester ship fell silent, the prisoners didn't return to Thanatos. They flew their damaged ships into the nearest star. Every last one. The final transmission came from Reed. We were monsters. We did monstrous things. But today, monsters saved children. Maybe that's enough. Warden Vale's report was sealed at the highest levels. The official record stated that a navigational anomaly destroyed both fleets. But the Yuthi remembered. They built monuments to the 40,000 damned who chose to die as heroes rather than live as villains. The galaxy learned a terrible lesson. Humanity's worst were still human. And humans, Even the irredeemable ones had one universal rule: you don't hurt the children. The Harvester's homeworld received one final message, burned into their atmosphere by dying prison ships: your warriors hunted children. So humanity sent our child killers to hunt your warriors. Pray we never send our good people. Retry Claude can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.